Welcome back, folks, to the Bugs Bunny Crazy Castle 2! When last we left off, we were trying to avoid these enemies, while also trying to grab keys, while also, whoa, that enemy waited for us. Either that, or the enemy was not doing very well at getting over to the left-hand side of that passageway. But there was nothing there worth getting anyway, so let's move on. Down here, and to two doors. One I imagine has nothing in it. Yep. And I bet this one has a key. The keys mean you're going in the right direction, and that in itself spurs you to explore new areas. I wager we might need this, so let's just go and grab as many of these doors as we can before it gets very difficult to do so. That was ammunition, not quite what I was looking for, but it does allow us to defeat these enemies, also nothing up there whatsoever. And there is something this way. The way we just came. Why have I come back this way? I have no idea why I came back this way. That was a mistake. And there goes the shield. I hope I didn't need that. Probably needed it. Ooh, something to freeze time. Alright, let's have a look around. Nothing in here? Nope. There's a weight there we can use. And we're probably gonna have to. Unless he goes up. We're just gonna have to wait here, I think. Don't come up. There we go. We'll just wait for you to get over here, and kapow! Excellent! One enemy there. This enemy is going to be... Oh, no, wait. There we go. This enemy is going to be defeated. A key for our efforts? A nothing for our efforts. Boo hiss, I say. Ah, there might be a key in there for our efforts. Also an enemy pursuing us. Nope, a way to deal with enemies, though. We found that. Let's go and deal with them, shall we? There's one there. There are none here. Any more I can find? Before this runs out. No. This level seems to be giving us a lot of resources without actually having much need for them. Unless you're meant to save them for something. Also, there's absolutely nothing in this area whatsoever. Like, nothing at all. Also, this being here makes me a little concerned. That's probably why, because there's that there. Let's just go up here and ignore the fact that there's an enemy there, because there's absolutely no reason to go back. And there's absolutely no reason to go over there either. Okay, there's a lot of enemies there. And there's a door there. Did I miss that door? I hope I didn't miss that door. I've missed that door, haven't I? I've probably missed that door. There must be an item over here that allows me to get access to the other areas, though. Right. We need to get over to that door. And Daffy's not going to let us. Or maybe he will. Yes, there we go. This probably has what we're looking for. A key. Not quite what I was looking for, but I'll take it. And there's no way to progress that way. There must be a way to progress that way, though. Right, we want to go... Oh, there's another warp, is there? Or is that the same warp? Looks like the same warp. It does look indeed like the same warp. Also, we're just going to go around in circles here until we warp back. I'm going to have to see what the rest of this level is, because we've missed doors. Are they up here? Well, there's one here. There we go, that's something we needed. And up here is more of the level. Excellent. And there's the exit, so we know we're heading the right way there. That's another key. I think we need this further back, though. Let's go further back and see if we can use this. I think we can. Well, there are a few enemies that we've left behind. We need to outsmart this enemy. I'm waiting for this enemy to come down. There we go. Excellent. That enemy went straight back up, though. Ah, this area. We'll just shoot that enemy there. One there. Fortunately, they can't use the up and warp pads, which is good. Otherwise, this game would be very difficult. We're going to go this way, actually, first. Because if we go this way, we can go the other way as well. Nope, nothing there. Alright, Bugs. Be careful. The last thing we want is for you to die. Oh, the last thing we want to happen is for you to die there. Okay, you're gonna have to go. you're in a very precarious position where you could just literally kill me when I'm coming up that pipe. Then again, we're probably never going to come back to this area. Also, there's nothing in that door. There's probably something in this one. My money is on a key. Indeed, there is a key. 2 more to go. And not many more levels. Not many more levels whatsoever. But a few is enough. Because these levels are the really hard ones. Also, I imagine this is going to have a key in it. Over here. There we go. Also interesting that these are actually in the background and not in front of you. I suppose, so that means it doesn't obscure the, where you are. I wonder if we actually need... We did not need that time at all. Because we can just go this way and head straight to the exit. There we go. Easy peasy. Level complete. That indeed is level 25 clear. There are not many more to go. Apart from the boss level. There is a boss level. And we're getting close to it. Let's try this one. Right, there's the exit. So I get the feeling we're going to be using a lot of these pipes to get to where we want to go. Oh yeah, this is all about pipes. And I wouldn't be surprised if enemies were coming. No, enemies are not coming from the pipes that are to the left and right. But we'll have a look at them and see what's there. Okay, that brings us to the... Oh, that brings us to an enemy. That's not good. That's not good at all. Does that bring us to an enemy too? Now, that brings us back to there, but we do actually want to do that so that we can do this. Is this level all about symmetry? This level may be all about symmetry, because I bet this door to the right here also has nothing in it. No, I was wrong, but at least the position of the actual door is the same. There's a door here that has a bomb in it, so this level's all about bombs. Oh, it's this level. This level has a lot of enemies at the very bottom, and if you're not careful, they're all going to fall down, and it's going to be a very difficult level for you to progress in. And I think they do mostly all fall down. Also, we want to go and get this door here. I think it has something good in it. Yes, it has a key. 4 out of 8. Not bad. But we're going to need more of them. Also, this is not a good place to end up falling down. Oh, this is not a good place to fall down. However, there are a few things here that we need. Mainly, probably one of these will have a key in it, and the other one will have nothing in it. But I could be wrong. Also, there's no weight on the other side of this. We're going to save the weight. Right, do we want to go this way, or do we want to go... Well, we want to go up here right now, mainly just to avoid that enemy. They both seem to be going exactly the same place, though. There we go, they both go up there. So we'll use this to go here, and we'll use this to go up here, which brings us back to here. Now, if we go all the way to the left, there's going to be a door up... Yep, there's going to be a door here. And another key. So we have 6 of the 8 keys already. There's going to be a door... not there. All the enemies here have already fallen. Also, if you land on one of those, they fall. That's something to know. Going up here will bring us to this door, which I'll be very surprised is the 7th key. It could be. It isn't. I would have been surprised. The other 2 are probably going to be a little bit difficult to get, I imagine. Is there anything actually at the bottom that's worth getting, or is it just full of enemies? I think it's just full of enemies down there. I think it's just really a bad idea to go down to the bottom. Then again, there might be a key. Knowing this game, there might be a key at the very, 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 very bottom. Up at the very, very top here, there doesn't seem to be very much at all. Except the exit. There may in fact be a key at the very bottom. There's something there that we need. Which involves us falling down here. There we go. That had nothing. Doesn't look like there's much else down there. There was a door there that we've already opened, so we want to actually go this way, I think, for a bit. See if there's anything down on the right-hand side. There's one enemy that is not going to be going away. Ooh, there is that. Let's save that, shall we? Yeah, I think we should... Whoa, that's not good. That's pretty bad. Ah, there's a door here. That's a door I want to go to. And it has nothing in it. Blast. How do we get to that door, though? That is a question. How do we get to that door? Also, there are a lot of enemies down there. You do not want to go down there. And you don't want to grab that either. That brings us back to... That brings us to here. Which is the very, very... Wow, we want to get in there. How do we get in there? It's somewhere on the right-hand side. We also want to get that door over there. That might have a key in it. I think we can pretty safely fall down here. Yep, because there is a rope. There we go. What's in here? Ah, key number 7. So somewhere on the right-hand side, there is that door there that we can't get to just yet. We haven't had to use a single bomb yet. Basically, I've managed to avoid all the enemies because I've let them just hang around at the very bottom. This looks like a part at the top that you can just use. So we go this way, and up here. Can't get to the very top just yet, but we can get to the right-hand side from here. And then we can have a look and see how we're going to get to that... It's from up there. No, it's not from up there. Oh, this is going to be bad. How do we get to that one? Now, there is a question. How do we get to that one? How do we get to that rope? Let's see. If we go this way... Over here... Is there a rope? There's a rope here. Right. That said, you don't really need that rope. Oh, you do need that rope to... Well, no, you don't need that rope to get to there. You can get to there from here. But somewhere over here, there's that area. How do you get there? How do you get there? I really don't want to think that you get up there by going here. Unless we use this lightning and then we just jump down. But I don't think that's going to get most of them. I really don't think that's going to get them. But we're going to have to try. I mean, there's no harm in trying. Let's go. That got one. It got one enemy. Do I want to actually try and get to the middle area here? That is where the door is. But that's also... Oh! Actually, it's all sealed off. Ah, so that is how you get there. It is the middle. You do have to actually venture into the middle area to get to the end part there. And there is the final key. The only problem now is we actually have to get out of here. I suppose you could very easily use that up thing there, like that, and get to basically anywhere, like there. Aha! So you do have to actually venture into the middle part, but we do have the final key now. And the final key means that we can finally get out of here. Finally. To the next level. And the next level, if memory serves, is not an easy one. But then again, I've said that about a few of them, and I've also completely messed up getting into this middle area. But I think if we just let ourselves drop here, we'll pretty much get there anyway. Yep, and we never had to use that 10-ton weight. Not once. But that's alright. Also, I don't know why this one just winds around a little and then goes to the very bottom, when the other one doesn't. Maybe it's so that it's almost symmetrical, but just not quite. Also, we want to get up to this exit area, which involves going round here. Exit open. Level complete. Marvellous. And so, Bugs Bunny completes stage 26. And now we have just a few more scant levels to go. I don't remember what this one is. Ah, it's... No, it's not the one I remember. Although that is something you need to watch out for. A key? A nothing. I'm also very averse to going to the right there, because I imagine that is just full of death. We'll go up here for now. Aha! Ammunition. Do we need that to get rid of Sylvester there? Yes, we actually do. Maybe, unless we can lure Sylvester over. Well, we're being pursued, so we're going to have to be quick about this. Okay, that goes to nothing. And that leads to the place we've already been to. Well, it actually goes to over there, but we do definitely need to... We do need to go over here right now. We need to go over here right now just so we can actually have a look at what's over here. There is a single door. I'm expecting enemies to fall from the sky at any moment. But I might be wrong. There's an up thing there, and there's also another door over here, with also nothing. Anything over here? The answer to that question is yes, there is one door. Bet it has a key. No! But it's probably something that we really actually needed, so it might as well have had a key. Also, this is how I think you get to the up things here. Let's try one. And that brings us to here. A key? A key. Right, that's one down. And another one here will probably make 2 out of 8. I really would not want to try and get to these otherwise. Yep, there's the second one. Right, and that brings us back to here, and we still need access to that door, because I bet that door does in fact have a key in it. What we really want to do... is not die. That was basically every enemy being like, hey, how you doing? You're gonna die now. And then we died. We most certainly want to go over to the right-hand side, though, knowing now that we can easily get out. You don't want to just run blindly into one of these areas thinking, it's okay, I can easily escape, and then the answer to that is no, in fact you can't. Also, I don't know why I went that way. I don't know why I'm even checking these doors. These doors have nothing in them. I suppose, but I don't forget about them halfway through and then just decide to check them again. Over here is the objective of our little diversion. Also, I don't know why that rope's there. Probably so that you can actually escape by going this way. I'm not sure there are many parts of this game where there literally are just dead ends you can walk into without any escape. They are there, just not everywhere. There we go. One down, and we'll go get the other one. I think I'll actually explore the right-hand side first. We might get more ammunition. And then we can use that ammunition to get that door. Knowing my luck, that door's not going to have a key in it. It might have an extra life. Actually, it might very well just have an extra life, but I want to check anyway. But later. Because if we explore every other door, and we don't get all the keys, we can't even go this way anyway. Even if we wanted to, we can't go that way. So we have to go this way. Alright. And I don't think we're going to have loads of enemies just coming out of a pipe to try and kill us. At least I hope not. We need you to move a little over here. You're not going to be in the right place, are you? Ooh, that's not good. That's not... Ooh, that was fortunate. That was very, very fortunate. What we need to do is have you go over here. I'm just going to have to shoot you, aren't I? Yep. Sorry. I'm just going to have to shoot you to get access to this door. Was not worth doing whatsoever. Right, fair enough. That was a terrible mistake. But I wouldn't have known that without going over there. Also, I need to make sure I don't appear with you just falling on top of me and dying. There we go. At the very least, you're not going to be right there. Over here was nothing, if memory... Oh, over here was nothing, and we are going this way. We are going this way. Alright, you go that way. I'm just going to go this way, but you are going to be following me. And I saw another enemy up there, and I have no ammunition because I wasted it right there. Well, there doesn't appear to be an enemy just yet. There's another Sylvester, though. There is another arrow. And there's a nothing. And there's a nothing there, too. Right, we want to get past... Oh, we want to get past, but at the same time, it's going to be difficult. Unless... There we go. Much better. And there is a way to get out that way. I think there is... Yep, there's a floor you can fall through. A shield! Very useful, maybe? Oh no, it's probably going to be useful. I can see there being enemies we want to avoid. And floors we don't want to fall down. Well, there is one here that we want to open. Aha! Key number 3. And there's that door we want to get into, and we don't want to go into that middle area because we'll just fall in and not die, but it won't be good. Also, you can use enemies like Sylvester to determine if there are in fact floors you can fall down, because they won't walk onto them. Also, there were most of the keys over here. Do I want to fall down here? Apparently I do. Right. Over here is the exit. We do not want the exit just yet. We want this though, which will give us access to this part of the level, with a lot of enemies. And a lot of ups. Well, that's good. At least we're going to be able to get where we want to go, even if the enemies won't. There's a lot of up here. Do you want to go up? Well, if so, you're in luck. Going down, you don't need one, because we've gone the wrong way to do this. Where we actually want to go... I see a problem here. The problem is that all these enemies are now... Ooh, that's going to be useful. Hey, guess what? You're dead. You're dead. Oh, there's even more of them. You're dead too. I actually want to follow you down. We can't get rid of you two. That's alright. We'll deal with the rest of you. There's nothing here. We got rid of most of them. It's going to make it a lot easier to do. Nothing here. A key? Yes, one key. What about the next one? Well, you can't go that way, but we can... Well, we can't smash through that yet. Oh, that was bad. Oh, that was very bad. That indeed was us doing it particularly incorrectly. And so, when we come back, folks, we'll get back to that point first, I think. Yeah, we'll get back to that point first. That was a lot of diversion, but at the very least now we know that we don't need to go into that door. We can completely avoid it. Also, that enemy is... Well, that was a bad idea. That was a very bad idea. I'm just completely burning through these lives now. Recklessly destroying them. Let's not even open those doors this time. Let's just completely ignore them. They are not doors. They are portals to nothing. That still makes them doors. Yes, it does. Let's go. We've got that. And we're going to get these two keys. And we're going to be very careful about the rest of it. That was very unfortunate that we happened to go up straight to where there were some enemies. There was nothing really much I could do about it. There we go. I will not be defeated. Not by this, anyway. Maybe by other things, certainly, but not by this. There we are. It is a simple matter this time of not wasting that arrow. Also, I think we can Yes, we can outrun this enemy. Marvellous. Up here, and we have zero reason to destroy that enemy. Absolutely not. And there's also no reason to go down that ladder. What we want to do, though, is we want to... Do we want to try grabbing that? Probably... Yes, we do. Just need to outsmart these enemies. There we go. Because that enemy will... Oh, we're going to have to shoot that one. Shoot that one instead. Oh, careful, careful. Oh, dear. It's not working my way at all. It's one of those situations where you almost get there, and then little minor things as you move along just start impeding your progress. But I will not be defeated by this level. This is one of the final levels of the game. But its difficulty is not going to deter me from success. We will get back to where we were and then end the video there. All because of those pesky Tasmanian devils getting in our way. Well, they will not get in our way for much longer. What we really need is we need something better than a bow and arrow. How about a sword, Bugs Bunny? You've used plenty of sword in your time. Why not just use a sword? Or anything else, a big stick, something that's not going to be used after one use. Ooh, careful. Need to be very careful here. And navigate our way back up. See, this whole area up there is just like, hey, you know what? You don't even need to go there. Just a beginner's trap. Now over here, however, is that Tasmanian devil. really we want to, really, if there's any enemy we want to get rid of, we want to get rid of that so it doesn't follow us. Oh, and there's that one. Do we want to fight this one? Is there a way back we can get out here? Oh, there is not. Fortunately, this enemy, for some reason, doesn't want to follow us. Alright, I'll take it. I'll take not dying there. I really have no idea why that enemy decided not to follow us, but I'll take it. Alright, which ones do we want to go to? We want to go over here. There's nothing over there. Up the ladder to here. Get that key. There we go. And over here to get that. And straight past. We're nearly back to where we were. Almost. It may have took a few lives, but perseverance has paid off. Bugs Bunny is known for perseverance. There we go. Why do I want to go down there at all? Hey, just in case you want to backtrack into a dead end, there's the way to go! No. And there's the warp, if you want to use that. Now this time, we want to be careful and get as many of these as we possibly can on the way down. There we go. Is it this one I want? Yes, it's this one I want, but I want to wait for using it. Actually, we'll just use it now. Wait for them all to start falling down. There we go. That should do it. Get rid of a fair few of them. Oh, we're going to have to chase these ones. And just stand here. That's 2 more dealt with. Now, are we going to have enough to deal with this one? No, we're going to have to deal with those 2 being there. That's alright, I'm pretty sure we can deal with them. I said that last time, didn't I? And then I died. We have to be more careful this time, and explore all these doors very quickly. Mainly all the doors that I think have actual keys in them. There are some of the enemies. They're going to go back up those pipes eventually. Actually, I want to go up one of those. This one will do. Because I want to get access to some of these doors. Like this one. Nope. This one. Ah, there's one. I don't know where the other one we're going to need is. Well, basically we want to wait for these to go back up. There are only 2 of them, so it shouldn't be too difficult to avoid them. We want to get that one, certainly. And that. Actually, we want to... Basically, they're all over here. Nothing there. Ah, that's going to involve us going back up that pipe, though. Should be okay, though. Famous last words. Nope. We were alright. Up here to get that one, which might... Oh, that has the hammer. I'm not sure we need that. But I'll take it, because I think here is going to have... Oh, there's an extra life there. There's an extra life. Oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? Quick! Back up here. Because that enemy was following us. And we most certainly did not want that enemy to kill us. Also, I think we want to go up here to go grab that extra life. Because the enemies can't follow us into here. Excellent. Where is that final life? Or rather, that final key? It's not up here. Also, that was bad. That was very bad. Is it up here? It could be here. It is not here. Up here? Up there. You get up there from over there. Need to wait for that enemy to go down? Yep. And we need to basically head down very carefully. So the last thing I want to have... Yep, there's one. The last thing I want to have happen is for both of these enemies to appear there and kill us. We want to head from this way. Yes, we want to go this way and head all the way up. Like that. And over there to the right. Up there to the right. Up there to the right. More to the right. And I bet this is the final key. The answer is... yes. Yes, this is. But we're not done just yet. We want to find the way to the warp. Is the warp up here? I hope so. But there's that. And that up will not take us to the warp. That up will not take us to the warp. No, it will not. Something's got to take us to a warp. Warp's over there. The warp is over there. Gotta wait for that enemy to move by, because we don't want to get killed by that enemy. Is the warp here? Is the warp up here? Yes, the warp is up here! Aha! And this warp will take us to the exit. And the exit will take us to one of the final levels of the game. Aha! Stage 27 clear. It took longer than I anticipated, but victory was indeed achieved. And now, here's the final level before the end of the very game. And the first thing you want to do is grab that. And when we come back, folks, we will try our best to get to the very end without dying horribly. We have a lot of lives to die horribly with, folks, but let's see if we can conserve most of them. Well, I hope we can conserve most of them anyway. And let's hope that this level isn't like the last one, in that we got so close, and yet so far. I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Later.